Hey, 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 welcome back to Smart Money Mamas. And today we're talking about how couples can get back on the same page after financial infidelity so that they can build wealth together. I'm Chelsea Brennan, the founder of Smart Money Mamas, and our goal here is to help moms build lasting wealth in alignment with their values and that lets them create the life that they want. We want to help you view money as the self-care it truly is because it can give you options. It can open doors for opportunities you never thought was possible. So hit subscribe below this video. Make sure to hit the little bell so that you get notified whenever we issue a new video. And now let's bring on Ty and Talat McNeely from His and Her Money to answer this question because early in their relationship, right before they got married, Ty found out that Talat had a lot of debt he hadn't told her about. And yet they've been able to overcome that, become a powerful money couple and build a lot of wealth, build a business together, and they are an inspiration. So let's let them answer that question. We'll be right back. Ty, so we've heard both of these situations in the Smart Money Mamas community. One where the woman was hiding debt and her husband, was hiding debt, and both sides are, how do we ever mend this trust? And so seeing that kind of bigger picture that Talat was doing the work, what are the first steps you would suggest if someone feels like there's been financial infidelity in their relationship?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we tell people is lay all the cards on the table. Never feel so afraid to speak up that you allow years to go by without you speaking up. Like it can actually make things worse. And so for me, I knew that I couldn't hide in the fairy tale of, oh, I already bought the dress. We already sent out the invitations. The wedding is just 3 months away. Like none of that mattered to me in that moment. I was willing to walk away from it all because this was a lifetime with someone. And so I had to have enough courage to really confront it. I mean, confront him. And I can remember even the conversation and the moment and the way the atmosphere was like it was a very defining moment in our relationship. But I had to confront the lies with truth. And that's one thing that I tell people truth is not for us, we're people of faith. So our Christianity for us, we know that truth, that means peace. That means no confusion.
Freedom.
And freedom. Yeah. And so I knew what truth felt like. And what we were going through did not feel like truth. It felt like deception, secrets, very nervous, very fearful, like wondering what else, there's something else and can't really quite put your finger on it. And so I would encourage that wife or that husband to not be afraid. For me, it was to go to prayer first. And then I approached my soon to be husband and I like drove it home. Remember?
Mhm.
I like it was no backing up for me. And so you have to get serious, but you also have to have your future in mind. So I knew that this was somebody that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And I didn't want it to end over a lie. And so the lie had to be exposed. And at the same time, I was not responsible for his truth. I was not responsible for how he handled this situation, but I was responsible for how I handled it. And I didn't want to have any regrets. And so for me, a regret would be to close my mouth and not speak on it. And so, and like, what if I would have said something? And so I couldn't control how he responded. I can only control how I responded. But something too that it did for me, Chelsea, it allowed me to look at myself. What was it about me that would not allow my soon to be husband to be honest with me? Like, of course, I didn't take all the blame. Like, so I'm not telling the spouses, like, like it's your fault. I knew that it wasn't my fault, but it did have me really look at myself and do some soul searching. And was there any character issues or flaws maybe that I had? Did I come across prideful? Did I come across like I had it all together? So I also had to search within and also ask him those tough questions as well. Could I have done something differently? And of course, he told me no. He told me that there was nothing that I did, but it had me to reflect on me and maybe my habits, maybe my lifestyle. Was I encouraging him uh, to be very spiteful on me and things like that?
Yeah, I think it's important for couples to realize this is not just your wife. This is not just your husband. This is your partner. This is your teammate. And you all are walking through the game of life together. And it's important. Like, this is the person that you should be able to be most vulnerable with. A lot of times, especially on the male side, we have this thought that you have to be the strong one. And when you have a area in your life where you don't necessarily feel strong at, you want to hide it. You don't want to show weakness because we've been trained, right? I spent all of my childhood in sports, most of my adulthood in the military, and you're just trained to be strong. You know what I mean? You're, excuse me, you're trained to be strong. There's even a saying in the military, like when we're doing physical exercise and you're getting weak, they say pain is just weakness leaving the body. And so you're not supposed to show that vulnerability according to culture and society. But that is absolutely not the case, especially when it comes to the person that you're married to. That is, if nobody
Yeah.
else, that's the person that you're supposed to be bare before, because there's no accident that
Yeah.
you all are together. So have a willingness, change your mind
Mm-hmm.
about you having to put on this facade. And this goes for the wife or the husband. Change your mind about having to put on this facade, this superhero cape, and be vulnerable.
Yep.
Talk about not just where you're strong, but also where you're weak. And that is a great place to rebuild and relay the foundation that you'll need in order to move forward financially.
Wow, Ty and Tala have such fantastic advice for getting on the same page after facing financial infidelity or just having a rocky money relationship in the past. They are an inspiration that if both partners want to get on the same page, they want to set goals together, and that we have open and honest communication, you can build the money relationship that you desire. And it is a fantastic, fantastic thing. If you want to hear more of their story and more of their advice on how to manage money as a couple, click the link below this video to hear the full podcast episode on the Smart Money Mama Show with Ty and Tala. Also, make sure to hit subscribe below this video and hit the little bell to be notified so you hear all our future wealth building content for mamas. Keep talking money, mama. I'll see you next time.